Okay, so we talked about the whole getting the arm activated type technique yesterday, I believe. Yeah, just a quick refresher. So I think the easiest way to really get a handle on that is just cock your wrist back and then flex. Kind of like you're trying to flex your bicep, but no, I guess I'm not really trying to flex my bicep. It is just the forearm. So but yeah, I mean, that's just it. See if you can just get that muscle to bulge out there and just start to jiggle that hand. And that's really all you need to do in order to make it happen. And then plant that heel of the palm on the body of the guitar. And same thing. Just get that muscle to bulge out there and have the pick against the string and just start having it. You just keep doing that a few times a day and just get used to that motion there. Doing metronome stuff is going to help you gain more control over that, kind of gradually increase the speed up into it, because I mean, this is kind of like the same thing here at that speed, but I'm not going like as fast as I can versus just a little bit faster there. So there's a degree to how much you're going to tense up the old forearm there to get that maximum speed stuff there. So yes, the whole idea of never tense up when you're playing, never have any tension, blah, that crap is just that is crap. I mean, if you're like going and like straining like crazy when you're playing, that's too much tension, but you have to tense up the muscle in order to play really, really fast. So that's just part of the process. It's just like telling a sprinter, you should just be able to sprint with having no tension in your legs. That's good luck. Alright, so yeah, I answered your email, one that you sent, about using the thumb picking for this. So when I'm doing it, can I turn that up? Yep. So initial speed. My thumb is being used, but I'm also using the wrist. I know I said you can just use your thumb in it because you're only doing 2 strings, but like because of how far it's going, it's like my wrist automatically wants to go down with it, and that's fine. So I am using the thumb, but because I'm going through the 2 strings, my wrist automatically just starts to move along with it. So don't force your wrist to not move. Let it go along with it. So when you're training your hand, like your thumb, your wrist, your arm, to move together as a unit, blend from one speed to the next when necessary. Anyway, so here's what it looks like at the slow speed, or the 60. I'm sitting here thinking in my head about the middle finger thing we talked about yesterday. It's like, well, apparently I did want to start with my middle finger on this. Either way, starting with your index finger for the open chord or the middle finger for the open chord doesn't matter, because you'll wind up with the same sound anyway. So they're 120. So watch how the picking might change a little bit here. So I don't know if you could tell, the thumb was still moving along with the wrist. So it's not a big movement with the thumb. It's very subtle. It's really only moving like that much, maybe. Just a little bit is what's happening there. So the wrist is definitely pushing a lot of it, but the thumb's helping out some as well. Let's do 180. Down tuner sounded weird for a second. But there, it was pretty much just the wrist was the main mover. Thumb was just stationary because it was not helping anymore. So let's just do the 200.
Definitely a lot of arm in that one. Not like the super fast stuff, but lots of arm to help push that strum.
Let's do one more at 220. This will definitely be much more difficult.
So if you see lots of arm stuff going on there. Kept the anchor the whole time. It's not really the same as doing that style of picking because of how big the movement is. I mean, the same muscles are being used, but you can't turn the muscles on and off at the same rate because of how much bigger the movement is you have to make in order to hit the two strings. So bear that in mind as you progress through your speeds. Okay, the long one. So I mentioned, learning this in chunks. So you got basically every time you go back down through the E string, you are starting the next section of this big long endurance picking exercise. So, like the first grouping, you have so those 6 notes there, and then the next grouping. So those 6 notes for the second group. Third group, we'd have and the final group okay, pickups. So let's do that at 60. So with this, you can't do the anchor thing. It's going to be, so that's the upward slant thing we talked about. But the palm muting, you're going to be in that downward slant pretty much the whole time, because you got to keep going back down to that palm mute. So don't try and anchor on this. Have that palm mute position ready to go, aiming to palm mute on that side of the hand, which I think you already do. All right, here we go. Notice the thumb. So, again, it's a long one. So, stick with it though. Remember, doing it at these slow speeds is going to help build up really good mechanics, make you very aware of what's happening. So let's double the speed now, so you can hear it at the 120. do it at 180. This will be much more challenging. I just lost count. Whoops. Take two. Damn near lost count at the same spot again. I don't know why. Well, there you go. It's definitely challenging. It's like right there when I was doing it at that pace. Just trying to stay focused on what the notes were, when to change and whatnot. Pushes the brain endurance and whatnot. Just like it's going to push your picking endurance and all that. So let me know if you have any other questions. Good luck with this, and I'll see you on Wednesday.